Welcome. Tonight is the night for the Good Night Sleep Experience, Part 1. So this is my gift to you. In the last couple of weeks, we've had some discussions about sleep on my lives, as well as I received some wonderful emails with some questions that you have. So this part 1 is going to be techniques and strategies that can help you to unwind as you're preparing to go to sleep. Now, I'm going to be talking to you about teaching you some strategies. So I want you to be in a position where you can practice along with me, because what you're going to notice is that there are some things that you will benefit more from or you'll like to do better. So we're going to be doing some breath work, some really effective breath work techniques that literally shift the brain and nervous system. You're going to learn a very simple emotional freedom technique, the tapping, if you have heard of that, ways to quiet your mind as well as to help yourself with sleep. And then we're going to also do some imagery. So welcome to all of you. It's nice to see you. So I want you to, so before I get there, part 2 is actually going to be a guided experience. So I will be in touch with you about that. So look for that on my Facebook page. So as we proceed, just go along with me, humor me while we do these different strategies. I'm going to instruct you. And so you're going to feel calmer by the time we're done with this program tonight. And it may be hard for you to decide what it is that you really like doing or what was most effective for you. So what you might want to do is to take one and try it for several nights and see what happens. You can use these as you're preparing for bed, as you're washing up, as you're lying in bed. Also, if you wake up in the middle of the night, they can be very useful as well. When I'm finished tonight, I am going to transfer this to my brand new YouTube channel. I think I have 1 follower so far. And so when you head over there, if you need to review some of this stuff, you can just go there and take a listen and follow along again, because you want to retrain your body. And sometimes it takes, you can establish a healthier, more effective routine to help yourself unwind as you go to sleep. I actually had, several years ago, I had a client from Ontario. He called me and he said that, these audios, he had my sleep program. He said, they don't work. He said, I heard every word that you said from beginning to end. So I encouraged him to keep listening. So then at the end of the week, he called me back and he said, I think there's something wrong with me because I can't get past your introduction now and I'm falling to sleep. So if you're highly stressed, the point of this little story is that that you have to retrain your body along the way. So what I'd like for the first thing I want you to do is that I want you to do a little bit of like an assessment of how stressed you are right now. Okay, so 0 to 10, 10 being really high stress and 0 being nothing at all. Just kind of give it a number, and if you have a piece of paper handy or something on the computer, you can write it down. So go ahead and do that. Just do a quick assessment and notice how much stress are you holding or that has accumulated over time. So the closer that you follow this guidance, the more you listen, the more you do them, the more relaxed you'll become. And it's hard to say. Sometimes you can relax very quickly. Sometimes it takes a few moments. It depends on how stressed you are. Okay, so you have your stress number. So I want you to get comfortable. Just sit back in the chair. And I want you to mentally scan around your body. Begin at the top of the head without any judgment or criticism. Just kind of move around the body and notice where you might be carrying some tension or aches or pains. Maybe you feel a little hyper, or maybe you feel calm. Maybe you feel very grounded and centered. So pay attention to your body, because your body is going to message you and give you that communication. So you might notice a little bit of tension here in the neck. You might notice, a little bit of upset in the stomach area. Maybe your thoughts are, racing. So racing thoughts is one of the most common complaints that I hear, especially at night, because as it gets darker, as the environment gets quieter, it's like the mind, the volume increases. So when your mind is racing, and it doesn't matter at what point you become aware of it, because you can break the spin of that. You can break the spin of that thought pattern. So there's 3 things that you can do, and I'm going to show you all 3 of these. So to break the cycle, as soon as you become aware, oh, my brain is racing, you can go to your breath. Okay, or you can use EFT, which is a technique that I have used repeatedly with great effectiveness with clients and even with myself. And it's really, really simple to use. So I want you to think about something. I think about something that can kind of get your mind going. Okay, so just think about that, and I'm going to pause for a few moments. So I want you to think about something that will get your thoughts going. So if you want to give me a thumbs up whenever you have it, because there are certain topics or people or situations that we know that can kind of get us going. Okay, so the first breath technique I want to show you is called, I call it beta to theta, because those are brain waves, and this will take you to that state. Okay, so we're going to do 3 of these breaths right now. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to inhale through your nose, hold your breath for a count of 2, and then exhale through your mouth. So it basically looks like this. So exhale to empty. So do that again 2 more times, or if you haven't done it yet, do it 3 times. So inhale. Again. One more time. Now, if you quickly go back to your stress rating, just reassess it again quickly. So Becky says that her shoulders relax when I do that. This breath technique is really simple and fast acting at shifting the nervous system. Okay, so what I want you to do is you can do 3, you can do 5, you can do 10. So that is a very simple, very effective way to breathe. Okay, so I'm going to give you another technique, and I was actually doing this myself because I woke up last night about 12:30 and it was really effective for me. But keep in mind, I do these techniques and strategies all the time for myself and with clients. Okay, so I want you to put your hand on your heart center. Now, this breath technique increases heart-brain coherence. And basically what that means is that it communicates to the brain that you're safe, that you can relax and let go. So this is just as easy. So what I want you to do is, with your hand on your heart, now you don't have to put your hand here whenever you do it. If you're walking, at work, if you're driving in your car, but just for now, because I want you to hold your attention right under your hands, somewhere in the chest area or the heart. If your mind takes you away, just come back to the body. Just keep training yourself to come back. Okay, so I want you to just simply inhale and exhale through the nose for the count of 5. So inhale to the count of 5 and exhale to the count of 5, and keep the transitions nice and easy from the inhale to the exhale and the exhale to the inhale, and do that 5 times. Just inhale for the count of 4 or 5, exhale for the count of 4 or 5. Again, just keep coming back to the body. Just keep returning to the body when the mind wants to go away and think about other things. So 3 more times. You can exhale to empty, but you want to keep a steady flow. Inhale to the count of 4, exhale to the count of 4. What you'll notice is that the more you breathe deeply into the body, then you have more lung capacity. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be until empty. Just keep it nice and smooth. So let's just go ahead and do 2 more breaths in that way. So now go ahead and quickly assess what you're noticing. Tune in with your body. Notice the stress level from 0 to 10. So just tune in with yourself and notice what's happening after those 2 breath techniques. And if you have any comments, any feedback, please feel free. Okay, another way to quiet your mind is through a process I call the breath expander. The mind expander. So right here, okay, this is the center of the neck. Okay, there's a point right here, right under the collarbone. Okay, and your choice is that you can roll here, just kind of roll your fingers here, these 3 fingers, or you can tap lightly. Okay, now this technique is an amazing technique for quieting the mind whenever your brain is racing at night, or if you wake up in the morning and you start thinking about your to-do list, what you did or didn't do, what you need to do. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to guide you through a little experience here, and I'm going to tell you what to do. Okay, so I want you to tap right here, okay, on this pressure point. This is an emotional freedom technique pressure point. So as you're here, I want you to bring something up that will get your mind kind of racing a little bit. Okay, you may notice that you're feeling a little bit more relaxed, but yet there are still some things that maybe you got upset about something that happened today, or there's just certain topics. You can do one hand or two hands, Becky. It's a good question. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing it, right now for that reason. I like doing two, but you don't have to. Okay, so what I want you to do is while you're tapping here, we're going to go back to that first breath. I want you to breathe in, hold it for a count of 2, and then exhale through your mouth like this. If you have privacy, I want you to talk out loud the thoughts that are bothersome, that are racing in your mind. If you don't have privacy or you don't want to, you can still think about it and tap here, and we'll check in a moment. So what I want you to do is to just let those thoughts roll uncensored, as emotional as they were or are, and just tap here while you think. And it can be on any topic. Just keep tapping and let your mind roll. Okay, when you feel like you're finished, sometimes it takes 10 seconds, sometimes 30, 45, a minute. Just pause for a moment and then tune back in. Put your attention on that topic. Let's just say it's a to-do list or something that you didn't get done, because that's the kind of stuff that comes up during the day. At night, is unfinished daytime business. So just put your attention on it and notice what happens. Okay, and let's reassess your stress level. Where is it now? Okay, now, if you feel like your mind is clearer, put your attention back on that issue, whatever it happens to be, and I want you to go back in and tap here and tap out what you're noticing now. Like maybe it's something that you can let go of and you can take care of it tomorrow, or it's not yours to worry about. Or maybe you don't have enough information yet, but right now it's time for you to sleep. So tap in when you clear away the negativity, when you clear away the racing thoughts, that makes room for insight and perspective to occur. So if you need to go another round, just go back here and keep thinking about those thoughts until you get yourself down to where you don't even hear them anymore. Because this is a really effective way to quiet your mind, especially at night, especially if you wake up in the middle of the night. Those worries, those fears, and all of that stuff that you want to clear out of your mind, right, that you can clear out of your mind right now. That's funny, Becky. So now go back to your body. Becky says, I think I'll be up all night tapping. But I can tell you, Becky, that if that's the case, okay, like every night you'll tap for less and less time. Okay, so now what I want you to do is we're going to go back to EFT. I was going to initially show you the whole process because there's pressure points around the face and the hands and so forth, but we're just going to stick with this point here. So what I want you to do now is I want you to tap here. Okay, while I say these things to you, I'm going to make some statements to you, and then I want you to either think what I say or say it out loud if you are in that type of environment where you can. Okay, so I want you to, in a moment, I'm just going to be stating these statements and I want you to repeat them. Okay, I can't sleep. My mind races and worries. I can't stop. I can't sleep. I really have trouble. Just continue tapping. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I should have done more today. I try to be perfect. I pretend to be strong and smile to pretend that I'm happy. Am I making wrong decisions? Am I making too many mistakes? My best never feels like enough. I tried too much, so much. I need to eat better, exercise. I need to be more patient and nicer. I can't sleep with all of this. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. It makes me feel heavier and heavier, like I just want to sink deeper away from all of this into my bed. I release it all now. I can't sleep all night long. Sleep all night long. I can't think of anything else. What if it's true that the more I relax, the better I can sleep? I give myself permission to discover what I need and what's important to me so I can sleep. I deeply and completely commit myself and get curious about what it is that I need and what I can do for me. So as you continue tapping, I want you to go back to the heart-focused breathing, which is inhaling for 4 or 5 and exhaling for 4 or 5. And just do that 3 times. Just inhaling, just nice, easy flow of breath in and out through the nose. Two more breaths. One more breath. I want you to put your attention on one thing that you did really well today. Something good that happened. Just let your mind wander through the day, even if you helped somebody that you didn't know, or you completed something for yourself, or you made a decision. Something that you did good for you. What value does that have for you? Just a short, simple statement. It could be that it's important to you. It felt good. It was something you've been wanting to do for a long time. Now I want you to go back to that moment and feel the energy of that good that you did for yourself. As if you're running a movie in your mind. You are there in this moment. Next, who is someone in your life that you're grateful for? A spouse, a partner, a friend, a child, a neighbor, anyone that you're grateful for. See them in your mind's eye and feel the love that you have for them. And how grateful you are that they are in your life. Now, as you breathe and as you exhale, I want you to imagine that you can cocoon yourself with all of this love around you, like a self-protection of a cocoon or like energy all around you. Just exhale and expand how that feels. To take in and infuse yourself with this goodness of what you did for the world today, and also the people or someone in your life that you love. Now I want you to take a moment and scan around your body like we did at the beginning of this experience. And just notice again, how does the body feel? Go back to what we did at the beginning and rate your stress level 0 to 10. Where was it then? What are you noticing now? Becky's more relaxed. Good. Tapping is a really powerful tool that can be used for so many things. Good, Lisa, more relaxed. So imagine for a moment taking this to sleep, a calmer, more relaxed self. So now you have some tools. You can breathe. You have 2 really effective breath techniques. Well, Lisa says that she didn't think that she was tense to begin with. Well, I hear that every day. So we accumulate tension, and it's easy for us to not realize how stressed we can be, and the body holds that tension. So everything I taught you today, And if you want any paperwork on this, like just send me an email and I'm more than happy to send it to you. So you learned 2 breath techniques. You learned a mind expander, the EFT. We actually did a very simplified version of EFT tapping here. Now I'll give you one other thing that you can do to help yourself. So if you're noticing, this would be an imagery technique, is that I want you to notice, like, I want you to imagine that there's a place in your body, like it can be at the base of your spinal cord or even at the bottom of your feet, where you can release tension from the body, because tension typically has a feel. Now you can also, if you notice that there's tension here in the neck area, you can give it a color. You can allow it, you can create the feel of the actual tension in the body and begin to allow it to drain out of like a spigot or like an opening or a portal of some sort at the base of the spine or at the bottom of the feet. And if you notice that you accumulate stress here or in your mid back, you can literally begin to reshape that, like create a representation of it, and then just let it begin to move while you're tapping here, and breathing will even make it more effective. So you can just imagine it draining down your spine or draining down your legs like you drain water from a tub. So there's a lot of ways to use your creativity and your mind with, managing the body. So any feedback that you have, I am always appreciative. So my plan in the next week or so, I'm going to do part 2, which I might even do it a little bit later in the evening, so that you, I'm not sure. I will let you know when it's available or when I'm going to do it. The part 2 will actually be a hypnotic guided experience. It'll be one of the CDs, my bestseller for sleep, which is called It's Time to Sleep All Night. So if any of you have any questions, you're more than welcome to contact me through my website. I have the Natural Sleep Solutions page on my website that you can review, because keep in mind that sometimes we do need some a little bit of extra help with by using essential oils or moon milk or audio programs, or even sleep time, which is a fabulous nutraceutical that I offer in my work. So if I can be of any help to you, please feel free to email me. So thank you all, and have a good night. Thank you. Pleasant dreams. Love you all. Thanks for coming.